seconds to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Saints 24, Bears 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They will find Davis. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The tackle made.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Saints 31, Bears 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
First throw now for the backup Trubisky. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
18. Max 22, Max 22.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
6-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running with Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Alvin Kamara on the carry.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
With the score, Saints 38, Bears 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky going up top. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Like 22, he's coming, 22.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Prescott from the gun. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Finding Harris over the middle. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
58's the money. 58's the money. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
13-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Makes the score Saints.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Complete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56.
Trubisky to throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long time.
They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, it's Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 21.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Trubisky to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And Jimmy Graham, likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of the Saints. He played with them from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Watch 57. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Now Trubisky. Lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by New Orleans.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
7 brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
I'm here all day. 58.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
One of the fun parts about working with you, is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the struggles intensify.